Hello, guys, and welcome back to my Chelsea save. This is episode number 9, and I am Ylad FM, bringing to you how we're getting on at the moment. So, the last time you came to me was when we had done March and February, so we're now into all of April's fixtures have been played. We're on the 1st of May, so I'm here to show you what happened in the month of April. So there's been nothing major that's actually happened. We've moved on to near enough securing the league title. Unfortunately, we lost our last game against Liverpool in the league, which would have secured us the title against Liverpool at Anfield. That would have been a real moment to savour, but it just wasn't to be. And to be honest, I'm not that worried. We've got another 3 games to secure a point. So I'm more than confident we're going to be able to do it, especially when we've got Everton, Fulham. Okay, Manchester United's the last game. I don't think that's going to be an issue. It's going to be done between Everton and Fulham, hopefully against Everton next. So as you can see, we're still second highest goal scorers in the league. I can't believe at 88 we're only the second highest, but we've still got 3 games to change that. We have the second best defence in the league still, and as far as our goal scorers go, Higuain now up to 36 goals for us in all competitions. Depay's got 22 assists. He's also got the most man of the match awards. So let's have a look at how we are doing with our under 23s first, because they're going fairly strong. So as you can see, they've finished 5th in the in fact, it's not over yet, is it? They've got 1 more game to go. So they're mid-table in the league in the Premier Division for the under-23s. I still feel like we've got some good players in there that could come through and perhaps make a splash coming through. Who have we got that I wanted to look at? So Redan, he keeps getting mentioned week in, week out. So I'm hoping that he will at some point break into the first team. Not next season, possibly the season after, the young Dutchman. As for our other side, we've got the under-18s, and they are walking away with the Division 1 South in the under-18s. So that's finished now, that league, and as you can see, they've won it by 5 points. We've got, again, some really good youngsters in there. Danny Chapman there, a player for the future, one of the regens by the looks of it. And as you can see, everything is on the up for him. I do think that he's going to have some of a bit of a role to play. He needs to work on his off the ball, composure and anticipation, but everything else, he could almost slip in as a number 2 for our deep line playmaker role. Especially when Kovacic goes at the end of the season, because I'm not going to be renewing the loan or paying for Kovacic's services. There isn't a contract in place to actually bring him in full time, and he's got a minimum release clause of 124 million. I'm not going to go even sniffing around him. He's had a good season for us. I'm not going to deny that he's been instrumental in what we've done this year. 6 goals and an assist from that midfield position, and we tend to avoid going through the middle. So the fact that we avoid going through the middle says to me that I don't need to be spending money on the middle of the tactic. So I don't need to be spending money here. The vital areas for this side is your left and right wingers and the attackers. Now, Hazard's definitely got a position there next season. Depay's definitely got next season. So Higuain, again, he's played so well this year, but I prefer a more pacey striker. Although his finishing is as above par as you're going to get, he's one of the best in the world. And like I said before, there is a contract in place for us to sign him if we want to at 32 million. And a lot of people would say that's a bargain. But as you saw there, £300,000 a week wages says to me I can't afford to be bringing him in for that sort of money. But anyway, back to the under 18s. Who have we got? So we've got Anjorin, a young English player. He would probably be in the region of box to box there. He's still only 17, so he's got plenty of time to improve these attributes. That's probably where I'd look at playing him. But again, at the moment, not something that we need to really worry about. Let's have a look at how the squad are feeling about me. So we've got very good team cohesion. The dressing room atmosphere has dropped slightly after the loss to Liverpool in our last game, which we'll come to in a little while. We've also still got Danny Drinkwater asking to leave, Jorginho concerned with first team football, and Hudson-Odoi wants a new deal due to him becoming a better first team player. I've told him I'll give him a new deal at the end of the season, so that'll be sorted out then. I've got managerial support of excellent. Let's have a look at the social groups at the moment. So as we can see, we've got some social groups here. Secondary social group has got Depay, Zabacosta, Loftus-Cheek, Van Hinkel, Hudson-Odoi, Ampadu and Blackman in. Drinkwater is down in the social group B, so he's one of the players that's been unhappy. I'm hoping Kante and Giroud will sort him out, but we'll have to wait and see. And then we have got Jorginho is in the core social groups. So there's plenty of players around there that are in the first team that hopefully can keep him on side and keep him happy. So let's just have a look at the competitions. In fact, we'll have a look at how we've done this month first, and then we'll come back to it. So, up first with a game against Bournemouth. We went away to Bournemouth, and let's have a look at how we set up and what the stats look like. So we start with Kepa in goal, Zabacosta, Rudiger, Ampadu, David Luiz and Alonso across the back, Kovacic and Jorginho in the middle, Giroud, Hazard and Higuain up front. As you can see, we've got a 3-1 win here. We've gone on the front foot, plenty of shots, plenty of clear-cut chances there. 50-50 on the possession and 7.27 on the average rating as opposed to a 6.6 from Bournemouth. And as you can see, all the goals have come late. Jorginho started us off in the 71st minute. Had to wait till 71st minute to get the goal there. Then Giroud and then Hazard before Callum Wilson pulled one back. Good game in all. We then were knocked out of the FA Cup by Wolves. We went to Wembley and we failed at Wembley, and this was a turning point because as you can see here, we've looked at different formations from there. Again, we've gone to the game and we've been outshot, outgunned, outpossessed, and it's just worried me that a team that was on such a low in Wolves were able to do this to my side. And it's not even like I've gone with a weak side, I've got a full side in there. I mean, albeit the midfield's Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek as opposed to Kante and Kovacic, but everything else is a full team. And we've just come out with a loss. So, yes, we changed the formation for the next game, which was against Liverpool. We went to a 4-1-4-1 formation. So I'll show you how we set up. So we set up with the inside forwards, so it's a 4-3-3 really, as opposed to a 4-1-4-1. So Kepa stayed in goal. We went with Alonso, Christensen. Now Aspilicueta was only brought in at the back because all of our defenders in the central defence were either unfit or injured. And this was the only two defence I could put together in centre. And Zabacosta out on the right. I think if I'd have had my way, Luiz would have played there alongside Christensen. But we've got away with it there. Kante played that holding role. Can't decide between whether Kante should be playing that or Jorginho. That's something I'm going to have to look at in the future. And Kovacic made up the three in midfield. and then we went Depay on one side, Hazard on the other side, and Higuain in the centre. And in the end, it's actually come out quite well. As you can see, the shots are even. So the chances have been even throughout the game, but 56% possession against the Liverpool side that does dominate possession. And look at this for passes complete. 80% of 544 passes were completed in this game. That's the first time we've really looked like we can hold possession in a game. Oh, don't want to go on to that. And as you can see, it's a 4-2 win we've run out with. We'll have a look at the goals on this game, I think. So Jorginho, let's slow this down. That's me being me again and not slowing it down. So Hazard put the first one away. And if we look at the second one, it's come from a throw-in. Robertson out to Henderson. Henderson sends a ball deep across the box. Salah, how did the goalkeeper fumble that? That was terrible goalkeeping there. So that made it 1-1. We then took a 2-1 lead. Higuain with a lovely volley there. Perhaps given a bit too much time to get to the volley. The third come Kante running into the box. Out to Depay. Depay sends it across the box. Higuain back to Hazard. And I'd expect Alisson to be doing better from there as well. So a bad day for the goalkeepers by the looks of it. Jorginho out to Depay. Depay comes forward into Higuain through the centre and into the net. 4-1 we were leading at this point, and that would have been nice to finish off. I went defensive, but it didn't work. So it's come out wide, into the box, flicked on, and there's Mane getting to the ball at the back post to make it 4-2 and give Liverpool some sort of fighting chance for the second leg, especially with the 2 away goals. So our next game was Arsenal in the league, and this one finished 2-2. This time we set up with a flat 4-3-3. I thought it'd be a little more attacking, and to be honest, it's not worked too well, as you can see. So we start with Kepa in goal, Athletic back on the right back, Ampadu and Christensen in the centre, and Alonso on the left. Jorginho, Kante, and Loftus-Cheek in the middle. Higuain, Hudson-Odoi, and Hazard up front. And in the end, Arsenal have dominated everything that needed to be dominated. The only thing we can say is we put our chances away, which we were lucky to do. We then had the return leg of the Europa League quarter-final, and that was up at Anfield against Liverpool. This time we set out again in our 4-3-3 formation. We were really trying different formations at this point in the season. With us being so close to winning the league anyway, I can't see us not winning the league. We've already won cup competitions. I just feel now's the right time to be messing about with it, especially with next season coming. I'm going to want to know what formation I need to play for next season. So we've gone with the same side as the last game. But once again, Liverpool outshining us everywhere where it makes sense. The thing that didn't make sense, we ran out 2-1 winners on the night and 6-3 on aggregate. Felt a little bit sorry for Liverpool in this situation, but at the end of the day, it's about winning the game, and that's exactly what we've done. We then played Cardiff. 3-0 winners we ran out against Cardiff. And it once again played the 4-3-3. The first time it really ticked for us. So you've got Kepa in goal, Alonso, Luiz, Christensen with a quater across the back, Kovacic, Drinkwater and Kante in the middle, Depay, Hudson-Odoi and Giroud up front. And as you can see, like I say, it ticked against them. Now, it could be that Cardiff are just a slightly lower tier side than us, but everything we are better than them on. And in the end, the 3 goals, Luiz opened up the score with a penalty, and in the second half, Luiz again and Callum Hudson-Odoi to finish the game off. We then played West Ham. We went with the 4-3-3 against West Ham again. The left-hand side of the pitch, straight away you can see greens. The right-hand side, not so much. And once again, it was a good game as far as going forward goes. We've had more chances than them. Half chances are there. A lot of long shots being thrown in there. Possession's better. Plenty of passes being met as well. And 7.21 for an average rating. Mainly made up because of the left-hand side of the pitch. And as you can see, 2 goals from Depay before West Ham pulled one back and left us a little bit nervous. But West Ham did play with 5 at the back. We were lucky to put our 3. Yeah, we were just, I think, lucky in that game more than anything. The final game of the month was the 2-1 defeat to Liverpool. So Liverpool owed us one after they going out of the cup to us, and they gave us one. So we reverted back to our former formation for the season, with the 5 across the back, the 2 in midfield and the 3 up front. The reason I went back to this was knowing that a draw against Liverpool would have seen us win the league, and I was just setting up to draw, and it's not something that I usually do. I usually go for the win, and I really should have gone for the win, but it is what it is, and that's what it's come down to. So the next episode will see us finish the season off. We've got European semi-final against Milan. We've got the Premier League games against Everton, Fulham and Manchester United. Hopefully, we will be facing either Manchester City or Dynamo Kiev in the final of the Europa League as well, but that's going to be dependent on whether we make it through. How are Milan getting on in the Serie A? 6th in Serie A at the minute. Yeah, so they're quite a way off of any of the title rivals. I think they might be able to push themselves into the Champions League next season, but it's going to be close. Who's in charge of Milan? Gattuso is in charge of Milan. Got some fairly good stats there, hasn't he? So that'll be an interesting season next year. Next episode. Let's have a look at where that leaves us in the Premier League and everything. So, Premier League is looking like this now. We've lost 2 games in the Premier League, so Liverpool and Manchester United. Drawn 6 of them: Arsenal, City, Fulham, City, Palace and Tottenham, and the rest with 1. So if we just have a look down here, we've got Liverpool are leading the goal scoring charts with 89, we're on 88. And who's got a better goal difference, goals conceded than us, is Manchester City, very strong at the back, but not going forward. And let's have a look at Milan in the next round, as we said, knocked out by Wolves in the FA Cup, and we've won the other 2 cups, as we've already said. So final thing to look at is how the board are seeing it now. So the fans' happiness at Chelsea's convincing 6-1 Europa League quarter-final with Liverpool is a particular highlight, and they're not happy about going out to Wolves, and believe me, nor am I. So that's it. Job security is very secure. I am done for today. I will see you again soon. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave me a like and a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying seeing this. I will definitely be putting more content out there, and I cannot wait to start putting FM 2020 content out there. As soon as the beta comes out, I'll be getting on that, and we will be wrapping up the season and the career of this Chelsea save. Thank you very much. Goodbye.